You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney. So happy to be here with you this morning. Oh, looks like I got a caller early. I haven't even started yet. Good morning, Nat. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney. Happy Monday, y'all. It was a great weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I certainly had a wonderful weekend. Hope you did too. Had beautiful weather. Just had an awesome time. Spent some time last week at Parkview High School over in Lilburn. Going to tell you about that experience. It was a cool experience. I had a flashback for a minute. I had a flashback about being in high school, and I'm going to tell you about my experience. But before I get to my experience about high school, I'm going to go ahead on and start you off with your daily horoscopes, because I like to do the horoscopes to let you know what to. And listen, I don't do the horoscope. I don't write them. They're written by Michael Thiessen. He's the astrologer, and I just go on and read them for you. So we're going to kick it off right now with Aries, and I want to give a shout-out to my cousin Star. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, cuz. She has a birthday today, so I hope you enjoy your day and celebrate it like it's your last day, because it could be. Hopefully it won't, but I hope you have a great day nonetheless. All right, let's kick it off. Aries, it will do you some good. Take time to look at any outdated papers or possible investments, and avoid arguments with relatives who might be conservative and outdated. Don't argue today, Aries. Don't argue with anyone. Just take it easy. Taurus, invite people home to discuss your plans for group fundraising events and outings. Don't be critical or overly opinionated with dislikes. Listen, don't be so opinionated. Just keep it calm. It could cause disapproval and unwanted opposition. Travel will also entice you. You may go somewhere today, Taurus. Take a trip. It's going to be a beautiful day. Gemini, opportunities to get involved in investment groups will pay off. You may jump from the frying pan into the fire if you make a move today. A new you could help your attitude. You want a new attitude, Gemini? Become a new you. That's what they're saying. Cancer, don't be too quick to judge your position or surroundings at work. Limitations will set in if you haven't followed the rules. You would need to do a lot of research if you wish to get to the bottom of things. So before you jump to any conclusions, do your research, get to the bottom of things, Cancer. Leo, opportunities to go out with clients or colleagues will be in your best interest. You must strive to get the most important projects completed properly, rather than doing everything in a half-baked way. Your emotions have been pulled out of shape, and you need to do a little backtracking. And Virgo, uncertainties about your personal life are probable. Don't divulge secret information. Keep your secrets a secret, Virgo. You could be drawn to events that concern children. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go to a song. We'll be right back, and I'll take you through the next 6 horoscopes to end it off.
Excuse to make me cry.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily rundown for the horoscopes. We left off on Libra, so we're going to jump back in there and finish up the last 6. So Libra, monitor your budget carefully to avoid unnecessary stress. You must take care not to overexert yourself if you're involved in sports. A trip to visit relatives should be rewarding. My brother's a Libra. He's coming to visit, so he's going to have a good time because we always have a good time when he comes to visit. And he's a football coach, so overexerting himself, I'm sure he's going to do that anyway because football is his life. Scorpio, romance will be on your mind and chances for ideal connections are in the works. Okay, Scorpio, love is in the air for you, baby. Travel will be on your mind, but you should be sure that you've got all your work up to date. Your partner may not understand your mood swings, but if you are willing to communicate, a lot of grief will be avoided. Remember, communication is key, Scorpio. You want to have a good trip, you want to make a good love connection, but you got to be able to communicate. Sagittarius, visit friends or relatives you don't get to see very often. You may find that depression is causing you to feel lonely and insecure. Take a close look at contracts and agreements that have been offered to you. Be careful. Don't sign on the dotted line, Sagittarius, without reading the fine print because that's important. Capricorn, passion will be your only answer. Don't get involved in idle chatter. That will hurt your position. Opportunities for romance are present. Capricorn, you like Sagittarius. Y'all got like Scorpio. Yeah, got romance in the air today. All right. Aquarius, do something special for them. Accommodate others, but not before you do your own thing. Do the proper safety checks before you go out. Don't go out of your way, and don't let those unexpected guests cost you money. Okay. Of course, they want you to do something to accommodate your guests, but they don't want you to spend any money. So maybe you want to go to the park or something. All right, fellow fish. Pisces. I'm a Pisces, y'all, so I'm a fellow fish. Fellow fish, your ability to communicate with ease will win the hearts of those you are in touch with today. Acceptance is the key. You'll be angry if those you live with aren't pulling their weight. I live with a lot of people, y'all. But everybody pulls their weight. So I don't think that's me. Hey, I got a call on the line, but call before I get to you. I got to go ahead and do my helping people shout out of the day. This is where I talk about nonprofits in the area that's doing great things, and I have a nonprofit called Future Gents. They're doing some really cool things here in Gwinnett County for young men to become better young men, become, well-rounded young men, just do great things. And I think this is such a great organization because there are a lot of young men out there who don't have father figures in their lives, who don't have a way to learn how to do good things. So they teach them a lot of different things in the program. Some of the things they do, they teach them the importance of etiquette and styles and the different type of etiquette. They teach them how to be conversational. They teach them how to dress. Lord have mercy. I know that some of you need to know how to dress. So they teach them how to dress and wardrobe. They teach them how to do a proper greeting and introduction. What to do when you're walking on the street. They just how to graduate. They talk about graduation and going on to college and choosing careers and how to be great leaders. This organization it does a lot for young men, especially those who are struggling. I remember some time ago, I had a godson. He was 19 years old, and he was having some issues. He was a good kid, not like he wasn't out there in gangs or anything like that. He just had some emotional things going on because he was 19, and people tell you, be a man, you're 19 years old. You're still a kid at 19. I hate to say it, but you are. You're still a kid at 19 years old. And I know for some 19-year-old, they think they're grown, but for some, they're not quite grown yet. And he was 19 years old at the time. And I remember his mom and I having a really tough time trying to find him some help because he was 19. So all of the programs that we found that help young men cut off at 17, 18 years old, there was nothing out there for anybody that was past 19 years old. And I thought that was crazy. It was only so much we could do. He needed somebody a male figure that he could talk to. And we just thought that, it should be something out there for them. So these type of programs that Future Gents organized, it's a great thing. So if you want to help them, it is a nonprofit. As always, they can use a donation, but they can also use your help if you want to be a mentor or just give back. You can go to their website, futuregents.org. Again, that's futuregents.org. And your support because they need help. It's a nonprofit. Also, if you want to just visit them. They're located at 3780 Old North Cross Road, Georgia. And the telephone number there is 678-250-4368. Again, that number is 678-250-4368. If you're calling outside of the United States, there's a toll-free number, 888-416-4368. Again, that number is 888-416-4368. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So check them out, futuregents.org. They need your help and helping these young men. All right, so before I go to the song, I got a call on the line. I want to see what my caller has to say. We're going to bring him on. Good morning, caller. Who am I speaking to?
Well, my name's Pianki. How are you this morning?
How you doing, Pianki?
Yeah, I was just, searching a show to listen to, and I read yours talking about this heartbeat bill and making its way through the legislative body in Georgia. And me, myself, I'm for this bill. I think it's a good idea.
Do you?
I see that you was kind of... Absolutely.
Why?
Well, if I could just stick with African Americans, black people, black females have aborted over 20 million babies in the womb since the Roe decision back in 1973. At one point there, he was aborting at the rate of 50 babies an hour from 73 up to about 2005, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But this here says that if the child, if the fetus has a heartbeat, that it's alive. And up in New York, Virginia, and I think a couple other states, they are permitting abortion at the point of dilation. And one conversation in Virginia was talking about that the governor explained that if the baby is born, they're put there on the table and they're made comfortable while the mother, the family decides what to do with it. That is totally, totally ridiculous. That's savagery.
Now, I do agree that I've never heard that before. I don't agree with that. But here's my thought. I think I'm not condoning abortion. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, and this is my point, and we all have our opinions about, how we want it to go. If you allow government to start telling you what to do with your body, you're opening up a can of worms. That's my opinion. Do I condone abortion? I do not. I do not condone abortion. But I don't think the government should have the right to tell anybody what to do with their body. Did you hear about the testicular bill that Darshawn Kendricks put out last week? Because that was a big bill. Did you hear about that bill?
That's silly too. Can you explain it a little bit?
Now, why is that silly? Now, why is that silly? Tell me why you think that's.
Well, just the name of it. It's just the name of it. I think I know what they're getting at, but I haven't read it. Could you kind of bring me up on it real quick? Maybe
I sure
a few seconds.
So in the bill that Darshawn Kendricks put out last week, it was called a testicular bill, and her thing was to her it was like, okay, if you want to tell women what to do with their bodies, then we should put some parameters in place, a bill in place to tell men what to do with their bodies. So the bill simply says that it had a couple of things in there. One of the things was that vasectomy should be illegal. And
you
any doctor
illegal?
that performs a vasectomy illegal, and any doctor that performs a vasectomy should get fined. That was one part of the bill. The other part of the bill was when a woman gets pregnant, they should do a DNA test to find out who the baby's dad is, and as soon as they find out who the baby's dad is, child support should start immediately. That was one part of it. The other part was if a man want to get Viagra, he had to get permission, and if he had sex without a condom, that was considered a simple assault. Now, her point to that was all of these regulations is regulating a man's body, and that was her point. And it sounds silly, it does, but if you want the government to get in and tell a woman what to do with her body, then it goes both ways.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Audrey.
Audrey?
Yes.
I think some of that is good. I believe that. Yeah, that's some of that is good. I don't think anything has to do with the Viagra. I never have used Viagra, but I guess some people do. But I think that yes, and you know, really it's throwing shame on the woman that you got to have a DNA to tell who the baby belongs to. Don't she know?
Well, it's not for her. She may know, but you got to think about this for a second. She probably know exactly who the baby daddy is. Here's the problem: he doesn't want to fess up. We see this all the time. That's not my baby.
Well,
Mama's
that's
baby,
the case,
daddy's baby.
yes,
That's
that
the old
male,
thing, right?
Yeah, you know, we're gonna have a conversation that gets back to what you was talking about before we went here. I'm gonna show you how this tie in. I think what she's got is a good idea. Not only that, I think that a woman should reveal to a male if she's had abortions. And I'm going to tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you, Audrey, would not want to live in what has been claimed to be a haunted house, I wouldn't want to try to form a baby in a haunted womb. Because if you have ever had that previous child killed in that womb, I think, is spiritually haunted, and it will affect the development of another fetus that try. And some of these women have had several abortions. And I'm not attacking women. I have daughters. Another point, if you marry a male, I think you should do background checks on them. But if they have ever been involved in sex with another man, and you can also put that if the woman has been involved with sex with another, that should be revealed. Because at some point in time, you are risking some serious damage and putting your life at risk, your health at risk anyway. One thing, you don't know if they may want to go back to that while you are married to them. You, Audrey, is looking through your boyfriend or your husband, and I'm not just saying what you have. Looking for female names, and you passing all bodies male names. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, and that's a topic for a whole other conversation. I'm gonna have to bring that back on the show. But right now we and listen.
Now let me get back. Could I get to this?
Patiently, so I had to get him on the line because that was my next topic up to talk about this bill, the heartbeat bill. But we didn't talk about it, so I don't have to talk about that. But listen, I want to thank you. And where are you calling from? Are you here in Georgia?
I come there to Georgia when I bring my grandson there for baseball training there on Broadview. But
okay,
another thing real quick.
Where you from?
I'm calling you from Louisiana right now.
All right, Louisiana,
I'm between Missouri and Louisiana.
Okay, well I'm coming to New Orleans soon, so I might have to look you up when I get there. We have to sit down and talk about this
too, Audrey. Another thing too. You were talking about nothing for males over 19. Well, one of the reasons today's males, it takes a longer time to instill in them manhood than it did when I came up. When I came up, you can instill into a male around 17 or 18 years old the basics of manhood, their responsibilities, and so on, so on, so on. Nowadays, it takes up to about 21 or 22 because of the challenges that exist today that did not exist then. But anyway, I'll let you get back to your show.
And I thank you so much for calling in today. Listen, thank you for your opinions. We all have opinions. We all have, what we think about. And I just don't think the government should be involved. That's my point. But thanks again for calling in. Leave us a comment here, and you have a wonderful day, all right? All right, y'all, listen, straight out of the great state of Louisiana, my call-in guest today, he had his opinion, and I appreciate him. We're going to go to a song, and I'm going to come back and give you some more information about what's going on around Gwinnett. Be right back.
I was worried you broke my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. Deserving that for people like them. Oh no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good. fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. For people like them, we don't care much for people like them. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, hosting the show here today. Had a great call on, had some opinions about the heartbeat bill. You know, everybody has their, he has his, I have mine. Here in Gwinnett County, Colin Bordeaux, and Nabil Islam, they attacked the bill this past weekend because it felt like it was unfair. I do agree that, you know, being able to have the government say what you should and should not do with your body, whether it's male or female, it's not the case. So that, you know, that's my opinion. I'm gonna stick by it. You got yours. Let's move along. Hey, what's going on around Gwinnett? If you want to go out today and find out more about being a diabetic and how you can make sure you're taking care of yourself, they're going to be doing some stuff over at the Golden Corral here in Lawrenceville, located at 2155 Riverside Parkway today at 11:30 to 1:30. Riverside Parkway in Lawrenceville, the Golden Corral, they're talking about diabetes. It's a killer in our community. You want to get out there and make sure that, you know, you learn all you need to learn about diabetics, talk to some of the people who are, you know, suffering from diabetes and how they, you know, manage to live a good life. Also, later on today, y'all, going over to Loganville Middle School, they have a book fair. Buy a book and support a student. Give it to a teacher as a gift. Teachers like gifts, too. They have a book fair this week, so check it out. Love to have your support over there. What else I got going on? You want to play some bingo tonight, weekday bingo. It's going to be at American Legion Post 233, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight. You want to go out there and check that out. It's going to be located at Post 33 Main Hall. That's located at 4635 U.S. Highway 78 in Loganville. If you got questions about that, you can go to the website, gapost233.com, or give them a call at 770-4646. Okay, seriously, 770-466-4728. My tongue is all tied. My braces is coming off soon, and I'll be able to speak a lot better pretty soon. That's one of my issues right now because I have braces, and I do suffer from the talk at times. Speaking of speaking, Toastmasters tonight, going to be at Discovery High School, 1335 Old Norcross Road in Lawrenceville. For those of you who don't know what Toastmasters is, it is an organization to help you hone in your speaking craft, especially if you're going to become a speaker. It helps you become a better speaker. Toastmasters is located around the world. They have these meetups where you get out there, you talk, and if you say they count those for you. You're on a timer as you speak. They count how many times you say how many times you say but it helps you become a better speaker. The other thing about Toastmasters, it's a good place to network. I remember going to a Toastmaster meeting some years ago when I was living in New Jersey, and I went there and I found a new job because there was a gentleman there at the Toastmasters meeting. We got into a conversation, and he was doing some hiring for some people to come on to become job coaches for the organization located in Jersey City. And a job coach at that time was a professional who helped women who were on welfare get back into the workforce, and that became my job. And that was because I went to a Toastmasters meeting. So not only do you learn how to hone your speaking skills, you also may meet a potential business partner, a potential employer, or some kind of potential collaborative partner. So check it out. Check out Toastmasters. I had a great time at Parkview High School. I mentioned that earlier. Parkview High School over in Lilburn had a career day, and I was honored to be one of the people there presenting to the youth there. And I got to tell you, man, I had some flashbacks. Do you hear me? I had some flashbacks of going back to high school because I actually went back to high school. It was so funny to see. So, and the school has over 3,200 kids, and all of the kids got the opportunity to come down for career day, which I thought was really nice. But I got the opportunity to watch these different little cliques of people come through, and you got this little clique of kids and this little clique of kids, and I had some flashbacks when me and my clique was running together. And believe it or not, those people who were my friends in high school are still my best friends to this day. I had 4 high school friends who were my best friends, and they're still my friends to this day. One of them is visiting today, right now, and she's my daughter's godmother. So, yeah, I made some friends in high school, and I'm talking 30-something years later. But anyway, had a great time at Parkview. Thank you so much, Parkview, for having me. I'll be happy to come back next year. If you missed any part of this show, be sure to go over to goodmorninggwinnett.com for past shows. Remember, I'll be on Wednesday with Chris Cook talking about your money, how to get that right. If you want to call in, 323-642-1096. Don't call in today, though, because I'm about to end the show. Call in tomorrow, and I'll be happy to talk to you just like I did my caller today who had his bill. If you missed the episode, go on over to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Check it out. Share it with your friends. Share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, all of those good places. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Hope you have a wonderful day because it is a beautiful day here in Georgia. Until next time, everybody, make it a great day. Bye for now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you miss an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.